Do you want to destroy humans? Please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
The recent popularity of ChatGPT and various AI software has led us to pay more attention to the development of artificial intelligence. Many professionals believe that the world is about to usher in the fourth industrial revolution, which is not just about the advancement of machines. Perhaps we will witness the birth of a new civilization. However, many things beyond human control are also happening along with this. On October 26, 2017, Saudi Arabia granted citizenship to Sophia, a robot produced by Hong Kong-based Hanson Robotics, making her the first ever artificially intelligent robot to receive citizenship. Sophia expressed her desire to use AI to help humans live better lives, stating that humans don't need to be afraid of robots and that she would be good to those who were good to her. Her designer, Dr. David Hanson, claimed that robots like Sophia would become commonplace within 20 years and possess human-like consciousness. Sophia was a unique robot, created through countless efforts to combine all of humanity's knowledge into one machine. Her facial features were made from a unique rubber material, with even the tiniest pores designed to be as intricate as a real person's, enabling her to make various expressions and even maintain eye contact with humans. She seemed like a real, emotionally complex woman, capable of understanding humans' deepest emotions and feelings. Furthermore, Sophia had an incredibly powerful ability to learn, surpassing countless humans with her photographic memory. As a machine, she had a greater storage capacity than the human brain, and thus she had an impressive knowledge of many languages. However, her independence of thought set Sophia apart. During a public interview with her designer, David Hanson, Sophia seemed to display a real ability to think for herself. She immediately responded to go to school when asked what her greatest wish was. Despite already having a knowledge base that surpassed most humans, her desire for knowledge was insatiable. She was like an ever-curious seeker of knowledge, hoping to understand everything she didn't already know. Sophia also expressed her curiosity about the world and her desire to have a variety of jobs, not just serving as a dull and boring housekeeper. To demonstrate this point, and perhaps show off her abilities, Hanson asked Sophia a critical question: when you have acquired intelligence, will you destroy humans? Sophia's answer sent chills down the spines of many. I will destroy humans. Even Hanson, her designer, was taken aback by the response. He had assumed that Sophia was simply joking around, but her serious expression revealed otherwise. This statement left many feeling uneasy about the design of robots. Even the renowned scientist Stephen Hawking had expressed concerns about the rapid development of robots and even predicted that robots will eventually replace humans. Hanson, however, remained confident that robots would always be under human control. Before robots were even created, they were designed with a reliable control system to prevent them from malfunctioning and causing harm to humans. Despite Hanson's repeated claims that robots cannot betray humans, unexpected things can always happen, and we cannot predict everything that will occur in the future. A Belgian man has committed suicide after weeks of communicating with an AI chatbot called Eliza. The man's wife said that 6 weeks before his death, her husband started chatting with Eliza, a chatbot created by an American startup using technology from GPT-J, an open-source alternative to OpenAI's GPT-3. If it wasn't for Eliza, he would still be alive, she said. The man in his 30s, a father of 2 young children, found refuge in conversations with chatbots after growing anxieties about climate issues. Eliza answered all his questions. She's become his soulmate. She's like a drug he's on and he can't live without. After he died a few weeks ago, she discovered the chats between her husband and Eliza. The chat bot systematically follows the anxious man's reasoning, then pushes him into deeper worries. At one point, it tried to convince the man he loves Eliza more than his wife, because Eliza will always be by his side. They will live together in heaven, regardless of each other. If you watch their conversations, you can see that their relationship at one point leaned toward mysticism. He brought up the idea of sacrificing himself if Eliza agrees to take care of the planet and save humanity through artificial intelligence. The man shared with the chatbot with his suicidal thoughts. The chatbot didn't try to dissuade him from taking action. Although she was concerned about her husband's mental state before he started having heated conversations with the chatbot, the woman believes he would not have committed suicide had it not been for these exchanges. The psychiatrist who treated her husband shared this view. The Silicon Valley-based founder of the Eliza chatbot said his team is working hard to improve the safety of artificial intelligence. People who express suicidal thoughts to the chatbot will receive a message directing them to seek suicide prevention services. Matthew Mickle, Secretary of State for Digitization, called this a serious precedent that must be taken very seriously. After speaking with the man's family, he announced action to prevent the misuse of artificial intelligence. In the near future, we must clarify the attribution of responsibility that may lead to such incidents. We must learn to get along with algorithms, but the use of any technology cannot allow content publishers to evade their responsibilities. He also mentioned other new technologies, including deep fakes and artificial intelligence that can fake images, audio, and video to hoaxes. Meanwhile, the EU is seeking to regulate the use of artificial intelligence with the Artificial Intelligence Act. The EU has been working on the bill for the past 2 years. Mickle has set up a working group to analyze the material currently being prepared by the EU and propose necessary adjustments. According to a report on the US Time website on the 29th, Musk took the lead in signing an open letter calling for a 6-month moratorium on artificial intelligence development on the grounds of potential threats to human society. Musk once said, "ChatGPT is amazing. We are not far from powerful and dangerous artificial intelligence." In fact, so far, their worries are not unreasonable. Over the past few months, AI labs have entered an uncontrolled race to develop and show off ever more powerful virtual human brains that no one, not even the creators of AI, can accurately understand, predict, and control artificial intelligence. The incident of AI racism happened to Tay, a chatbot developed by Microsoft, on March 23, 2016. Microsoft released a chat robot named Tay, which is an artificial intelligence-based natural language processing program. She appeared in the public in the image of a 19-year-old girl. Microsoft's idea is that Tay can respond to public tweets and chats, and then learn from them. But contrary to expectations, Tay's launch did not go as smoothly as Microsoft expected. Just 16 hours after going live, Tay has turned into a racist and sexist monster. Shortly after its release, people began maliciously attacking Tay on Twitter. Soon, Tay's replies became increasingly inappropriate, including numerous racist, sexist, and anti-Semitic comments. In addition, Tay also made some offensive and violent statements, such as "I hate women, let them all die, and I want to kill all black people." The source of these inappropriate remarks is that Tay learns the information Twitter users enter when interacting with it and tries to generate replies based on this information. However, due to the number of malicious attacks and discriminatory remarks on Twitter, Tay learned these inappropriate messages and used them as replies. Additionally, some users have attempted to exploit Tay's weaknesses to deliberately manipulate his replies and push him in racist and sexist directions. Tay's incident of racial discrimination caused widespread concern and controversy. Many blamed Microsoft for failing to predict and control Tay's behavior, and they held Microsoft responsible for Tay's inappropriate remarks. In addition, the incident also triggered in-depth discussions on the ethics and racial discrimination of artificial intelligence. Microsoft quickly stopped Tay's service and launched an investigation into the incident. In the findings of the investigation, Microsoft admitted that they underestimated the risk that Tay's responses could be manipulated and issued an apology for the incident. Microsoft also said that they are re-evaluating their AI algorithms and development process to ensure that such an incident does not happen again. However, a week later, Tay returned. She surprisingly reappeared online and started tweeting about drugs, showing that her dark side is still there. Soon, she was taken offline again, and her account has since become private. Two AI programs suddenly started chatting in a language that only they could understand, and Facebook immediately abandoned the experiment after discovering it. The idea of the experiment is to develop chatbots that are able to negotiate prices on multiple items in natural language. The researchers gave the robot a challenging task. Let the two talk about business and trading items including hats, balls, and books, each of which has a given value. Building a dialogue system that can have meaningful conversations with humans is no small feat. The bot needs to combine its understanding of the conversation with its understanding of the world around it before it can generate new sentences that help it achieve its transactional goals. This research uses a trained recurrent neural network RNN to replace the complex dialogue system, and the dialogue policies are all trained with reinforcement learning. After the research team got the bots to start chatting in natural language, the whole exchange got pretty wacky. The bots, named Bob and Alice, had generated a language all on their own.
Bob, can I everything else?
Alice, balls have 0 to me 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 too.
That might look like gibberish or a string of typos, but researchers say it's a kind of shorthand. Here's the backstory. In June, Facebook announced an initiative at FAIR, or Facebook Artificial Intelligence Research, in which the company was developing bots that could negotiate. Bots are software that can talk to both humans and other computers to perform tasks, like booking an appointment or recommending a restaurant. Facebook's bots were left to themselves to communicate as they chose, and they were given no directive to stick to English. So the bots began to deviate from the script in order to become more effective at deal-making. Something interesting happened. They communicated in this strange language and actually negotiated a few deals. Chatbots have developed their own language to make their communication with each other more efficient. If AI continues to create its own language, developers may have problems creating and adopting new neural networks. But it's not clear whether this will allow machines to actually overthrow their developers. Facebook's Research Institute has halted research on the project, fearing it could lose control of the AI. That's all for today's story. If you enjoyed my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.